Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong says the last stop of former DPWH Undersecretary Cabral was a rock netting project site along Cannon Road that is now under investigation. Let's discuss this further with Mayor Benjamin Magalong, who joins us on the show today. Magandang umaga. Welcome to Morning Matters.
Good morning, Gretchen. Good morning to our listeners and viewers.
Okay, una-una ho, sabi niyo nga, no, ito po ay yung kanyang kung saan po siya nahulog, allegedly, ito po ay under investigation na site? Tama ho ba?
Yes, it's still considered as a crime scene. Naka-isolated pa rin siya as a crime scene.
Oo. So ano po ang tingin niyo pong nangyari? What do we know about why this location was chosen by the USEC?
I don't really have any idea. No? Maraming mga speculations, maraming intrigues, maraming nagbabanggit na tinitingnan niya yung mga rock netting project. Pero I doubt. Nagkataon lang siguro na napili niya yung Cannon Road. But, and then Star Stretch, marami namang rock netting doon. Siguro nakita rin niya yung mga rock netting projects na yun. There's no way na ma-ignore mo yung rock netting kasi napakarami.
Oo. Ito ho ba yung nilakaran po ninyo with Secretary Vince Dizon?
Negative.
And the President?
Yan yung pinuntahan namin ni Presidente. Presidente
that exact site. Oo.
Yeah, malapit doon, mga 1 kilometer going down to Manila. Yung site na binisita namin ni Presidente, most probably around 1 kilometer pa going down to Manila.
Oo. Sa inyo pong pagtatanong, ano po ang nakikita niyo mga interesting na mga detalye dito? For example, we're seeing now photos of the driver taking a selfie with the USEC. Ilang beses po sila nagbalik dyan sa site na yan. Pangalawa, yung handling po ng police. Sinesante po yung sa mga taga-tuba, inilipat sila kasi hindi po nila itinuring itong crime scene. So, as a former policeman, what would you say about the handling and the details surrounding this case? What details were curious to you?
Well, in fairness to the police, Gretchen, maayos naman yung kanilang pagkakaprocess. Isang nakaligtaan. And that is the recovery of the cell phones. But in so far as recovering mga critical items and documents dun sa car, talagang hinalughog nila yung sasakyan eh. Pero ang nakalimutan nilang i-recover yung cellphone, which is actually essential essential piece of evidence yun.
Oh, so ganun lang ho, nakalimutan lang ho?
Yes.
Oh, is that a huge negligence? Oo.
Actually, ang nangyari, Gretchen, is nasabihan nung provincial director, yung kanyang chief of police, na i-safety. Ibig sabihin, secure yung lahat ng mga pieces of evidence, critical documents. Unfortunately, yung chief of police naman, naging complacent. Hindi niya na-recover yung bag na containing yung device, yung cellphone.
Oo. Pero sa protocol ho, dapat ho ba sinisecure ng police yun?
Yes, dapat lahat yun. Pati yung mga hawak ng driver, kailangan din secure mo din yun. Pati yung mga cellphones niya, i-secure mo pa.
Oh. So isn't that negligence on the part of the chief of police?
Yes, totally negligence. But in so far as processing yung mismong actual na lugar, nila okay. Doon lang nila nakaligtaan.
Oo. Okay. Mayor, yung marami po nagtatanong kung yung 20 to 30 meters na height po nung kung saan po yung cliff na yon, would it be enough to sustain that kind of injury and trauma to the body of the undersecretary?
Yes, just to give you an idea, i-visualize mo that's about 10 stories. 10 stories. Natapos yung mga rocks to sa baba are jagged. Maski na bumagsak ka na nakapaa doon malamang siguro critical serious injury ang data mo doon na Gretchen.
Oho. Okay. But this section of the road, wala po bang nagtaka na parang nagsistay ho sila dyan? Kasi it seems to be like cars speeding by that section. Pero may mga katanungan din, ano, kung of course, may speculation na una-una kung suicide po ito, pangalawa kung may tumulak, what could have been possible at that site, given the circumstances surrounding the area itself?
Well, pricing na nung pag-akyat nila ng Baguio, huminto siya doon sa lugar na 'yon eh. In fact, kaya sila umalis doon. Matatagal pa sana sila doon eh. Kaya lang umalis sila dahil na nakita sila ng mga pulis. And very tight yung section na yun ng road. At hindi ka basta-basta makakapagparada doon. Kaya nasita sila ng pulis. At sinabi sa kanila, you cannot stop here. You have to, proceed. So yung iniwan nila, they have to proceed to the city of Baguio. After that, they came back in the afternoon. At doon na pinaalis yung driver at sinabi niya sa driver, sabi niya doon sa driver, you have to leave kasi sisitayin tayo ng pulis. From that location, kung saan siya tumalon, siguro down the road, meron pang mga bahay, mga 100 meters na makikita. Pero, siyempre, hindi na nila malalaman siguro, hindi na nila siguro na-observe na may tao pala doon. And besides, if you look at the result of the warrant, doon sa room, the search warrant, meron din na recover na knife doon. And several types of medicines. Mga ganon.
May na-recover ho na knife?
Yes, knife.
Saan ho nakita yung kutsilyo?
Doon sa loob ng room nila sa Ion Hotel or Ion Hotel.
Okay. So, to your expert assessment, what do you think really happened? Was the DILG right to rule out foul play? Ano po ang what questions need to be answered, do you think?
Yeah, may reason siguro, no? May mga certain information pa siguro na hawak si Secretary Remulla, kaya niya nasabi yan. But with all the information that I have, hindi pa ako conclusive. Kasi I need to secure yung cellphone. I need to go over the content of the cellphone. Siguro doon ko lang malalaman talaga kung ano talaga ang nangyari. Kaya hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga information ni Secretary Remulla.
Pero Mayor, pasensya no kung itatanungin ko ito, would you confirm that this was really the Undersecretary, Yusek Catalina Cabral, who died here?
Yes, definitely. There's no doubt about it. Isa yan sa mga tinignan ko mabuti. I made sure na matutuloy yung autopsy. There's no doubt about it. They have all the pieces of evidence that would clearly identify that it's Yusek or Miss Cabral.
What pieces of evidence?
Well, marami silang comparison na ginawa doon sa kaya sasabi talaga nila, there's no doubt about it, it is Yusek Cabral.
Pero hindi nyo personally nakita?
Hindi na.
Okay, let's go to the rock netting project here, kung saan po yung site ng Kanyang Fall. How critical is this site in the build-up of the case over at the ICI?
Well, I do not really know kung ano yung link nung rock netting. Kasi ang interview lang sa akin sir, yung lugar ba yun may rock netting? Maraming rock netting doon. At yun na yung sinulat ng ating reporter. But okay. I do not really know kung may link sa kanya. But definitely talagang malaki yung halaga. Doon pa lang sa Cannon Road pa lang, 19 billion na ang nagastos. Based on the records that I was able to gather, 19 billion na doon. And about 100 meters before the site of incident, merong mahabang rock netting projects doon.
Okay, Mayor, kayo po you know of the inner workings of the ICI, no? Was there ever an expression that she wanted to become a state witness? Yun po yung sabi ni Congressman De Viste. And how does her death impact all of the investigations? She was a central figure. alam po niya yung mga yung allocable ng mga lawmakers po natin. So gaano kalaki po ang impact ng kanyang pagkawala at bakit kaya hindi po siya binigyan ng security? Kung ganun po ka-central po ang kanyang role.
Well, alam mo kasi, Gretchen, probably I had the time to interview him prior to the hearing kasi nakiusap ako kay Chairman Reyes na kung pwede kausapin ko muna siya in private para at least to fire her up para sabihin niya to tell all. Pero karamihan talagang denial lang siya. Denial lang siya. At pag naiipit na siya, wala na siyang ginawi kundi turo si Secretary Bunuan. In fact, ako yung nag-raise dun sa allocables because I have all the... And I showed him several numbers. No, tinanong ko sa kanya, una-una ko nga binanggit sa kanya is, why is it that you're perceived as the most powerful user in DPWH, that you're even capable of countermanding the orders of your boss? Sinabihan ko siya. Siyempre, denial siya, hindi naman po sir. Can you come up and come closer to this board and I'll show you some numbers, this chart. Nang pinakita ko sa kanya yung mga numbers doon, showing yung mga allocations ng mga iba't ibang mga congress. Bigla siyang nanginig. Nag-stammer siya, humingi siya ng tubig, and while drinking water, nanginginig siya. At at the end, sinabi ko sa kanya, who's responsible for this? Are you not supposed to be responsible for this, being the planning officer? And immediately sabi niya ako na wala na siya may rason. Sabi niya, si secretary po .
So now, how do you think can we piece together her part in the investigation? Knowing na siya po ang makakapagturo, kailangan po si Secretary Bonoan. Si Secretary Bonoan lang ba ang pwede?
Well, lagi niya tinuturo si Secretary Bonoan. And of course, yung mga in charge doon sa BICAM, who are those responsible na lawmakers to sa BICAM, because very glaring. For example, yung NEP ni Congressman Tariela, sipin mo, dapat yun 20 billion. Ang NEP niya. After the BICAM, naging 20.9 billion. Yung kay Panlaligan, ang NEP niya is 1.5 billion. Tapos after the BICAM, naging 20.7 billion. At maraming ganun pa na nangyari. Hindi siguro kasing laki nung nakita ko doon sa Mindoro na 20 billion. Pero may nakita ko dyan. Ang mga NEP dyan, 5 billion. Tapos ang naging, after the BICAM, naging 12.9 billion. Nangyaring ganyan . Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, what is the basis of the increase? Sabi ko sa kanya, and why did you allow it? What is the absorptive capacity of these district engineers? Are they capable of carrying out a 20 billion project in a year time? Wala, hindi niya. Katapos, ang sagot na niya sa akin. Sabi niya, sinita rin siya ni Secretary Babe. Tinanong din siya ni Secretary. At dahil sabi niya, turo lang niya. Si Secretary po . Kaya, walang indications whatsoever that she's willing to, during the time na in-interview namin, because that was the first interview, there were no indications whatsoever that
she wanted to become state witness.
Yeah.
Oo.
Hindi siya pwede maging state witness.
Oo,
Hindi siya pwede maging state witness.
Bakit ho? Kasi napaka-central po niya. Hindi po ba siya ang pwedeng magturo?
Marami siyang information na dinala sa hukay. Pero I hope na kung ma-recover yung cellphone na yun, we'll be able to get a lot of essential, critical, sensitive information.
Okay. Mayor, pasensya na ho, wala na tayong oras. But thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you coming over to the show, and we'll probably have you in our other programs to get down to the truth. We have Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong joining us on the road. Maraming salamat ho.